All right, friends, I want to explore something called conditional formatting, which basically means, hey, I want you to format a cell or group of cells, maybe with a different color or highlighting, depending on the value within the cell. Again, the best way to explore it is to just show it. And in this case, I'm going to use the stipends column as my example. So what I want to do is I want to select all of those cells, so from N2 down to N123, and I'm going to choose Format, conditional formatting. Got a whole bunch of options here. And so the first that we'll explore in this case is a color scale. And a color scale really works well when you're looking at numerical values. And so I'm saying, hey, give me a color scale where the minimum value, and in this case I think it might be close to 0, let's make that, I don't know, red. And the maximum value, let's make that green. And then it will create a color scale with 5 different colors to show you visually that distribution. So I'm going to press done. All right. And so what does that mean now is that you can see both in terms of the actual numerical entry, but also in terms of the colors, which are closer to the larger end of the data range and which are on the lower end. In this case, it wasn't particularly exciting. But here was an example of a reflection matrix that we as a community engaged with in the 2020-2021 year, where the conditional formatting really helped highlight some of the entries, that it was not only just numeric, but also, for instance, something that popped up in green you knew was really important to our community, and something in orange with a lower average rating was maybe less important. Just another example of how conditional formatting might be helpful. All right, the color scale, it was okay, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Format, Conditional Formatting. I see that there exists already one rule. I'm going to either remove that rule or I can edit it away from color scale towards single color in this case. So basically what this means is, all right, for this range, again, N2 to N123, what do you want to do? So sometimes the formatting will be, if the cell is empty, make it red. Great, that'll be one rule. If the cell is, greater than, $100, make it green. I don't know, these are all some sort of options. So, right, cell is empty, right? If something's empty, you would be like, hey, draw my attention to that it's empty. That's not good. We want something there. Maybe if the value is greater than 100, you can make it green. That could be something else. You can have a whole bunch of different rules. Oops, I don't want it to go from N2. I want it to be N2 to N123. What do you want the criterion to be? If it's empty, if it's not empty, contains, does not contain, starts with, ends with, date, greater than, less than, equal to. You can create some custom formulas. So I really, really like that. I think I actually got this wrong. Format, conditional formatting. Oh yeah, if the cell is empty, that would be bad. And if the value is greater than 100, we'll make it green. And let's fix this one. If it's let's say if it's less than or equal to I don't know, $50, we'll make it yellow. I don't know, what have you. Great. And it automatically previews to the left what that conditional formatting would look like. So I'm going to say done. So for instance, if a cell is empty, it's supposed to be red. So if I delete this, oh, it goes red automatically. Okay, good to know, right? It immediately draws your attention to the fact that something may be amiss here. This could be like a quality assurance sort of thing. If the value is greater than 100, are there any that are greater than 100? Oh, look, they turn green. And if we had less than or equal to 50, we had yellow. And what last note I'll make is that if you have multiple conditional formatting rules and they kind of conflict with one another, then the topmost rule will take priority. If it happens to be that 2 of these can't coexist at once, the top one will take priority. So, friends, conditional formatting, it is totally, totally flexible and can really help to perhaps visually augment what data is there and help you sift through it a little bit more easily. So, happy formatting.